welcome to Yoga with Cynthia. I'm Cynthia August, and both the host and the producer for this program. And Irene is here with me today. We are together going to work with you on a creative standing yoga flow. So if you've never participated in yoga and you want to try it, it's almost going to be a slow dance, if you will. I think you would really enjoy it, but if you want to just watch today for the content and then seek the advice of your healthcare professional, that's fine too. Just enjoy it. So we're going to start in the front of our yoga mats, and we're going to start with a little warm-up, but we're going to take our feet a little wider apart because we're going to be warming up our quads. We're going to be moving in a lot of directions that you don't traditionally see yoga participants move in, because we're going to really flow, let the body open in ways that you may not see in a traditional yoga flow. So we're going to start with those feet shoulder distance apart, and we're going to start by coming up on the balls of the feet and back on the heels, and we're going to move the arms in opposition of the way the body is moving. So as we move forward, we're moving the arms back and vice versa. So start that flow, and now think about your breathing. In through the nose as you lift, exhale back out through the nose. Nice and easy. Now we're going to soften the knees, and we're going to slide down to the knees, almost like you're sitting in a chair, but you're going to go down and up, breathing as you come up, exhale as you sit down. And I want you to really think about your core. So when you exhale, draw the navel into the spine. Exhale, draw the navel in, breathe and lift the chest. Exhale. Good. 2 more, down and up. And last one. Now we're going to bring those arms straight out in front of us and bring the elbows in, almost like a row. Come forward, exhale. Pull back. Now, as we warm those shoulders, if you have any shoulder issues, we're going to be doing a lift of the arms over the shoulders. We're only going to do one arm at a time for you today. So I want you to bring those hands to the shoulders, wiggle your elbows around, and then we're going to reach up just with our left arm. And as we do, we're leaning to the right side of our mat. Then we're going to bring our left hand down, reach up with your right, and lean to the left. Nice stretch for the lats, one arm at a time. So, if your shoulders are a problem for you, you can keep your elbow out. You can also keep your hand behind your head when you lift. So you still get that lat stretch without lifting the arm too high above your head. One more time, leaning to the right, last time leaning to the left. Now bring both arms back behind your head. So you'll feel the front of your shoulders stretch, and I want you to gently pull the elbows back and look up, almost like you're basking in the sun. Breathe and hold. So we call this back extension. You're gently pushing your thigh bones forward to relieve any pressure in the low back. Then we're going to release those arms, and this time we're going to slide our hands down the thighs with straighter legs. So we're going to try to straighten those hamstrings and start to fall down towards the ankles or the shins. Only come as far forward as you feel comfortable, and then slowly come back up. Open the chest, exhale, slowly slide down. So we're focusing on the back of the legs now, really getting those calves and Achilles and hamstrings to all lengthen, including your back and your glutes. Come on down once again, all the way down and back up. All right, so at this time, we're going to work on some twisting. So I want you to bring your left arm only out and look over that thumb. And then at the same time, you're going to take that right hand back and then look back over that thumb. And then we're going to switch. Bring the arms down, take a deep breath in, reach up, look back over your left hand, exhale as you come down, look back, breathe in, exhale and come down, deep breath, Exhale and down. 2 more. Breathe and exhale down. Last time. Breathe and exhale down. Now hopefully you're warm, and we're going to start the flow. And also with the flow, we're going to be moving a little bit differently than you will see in a traditional yoga class. So we're going to start with our hands in prayer in the Samastahiti, and we're just going to bring those elbows down together. And as you come back up, interlace your fingers and lift your chest. Now, if you need to, you can keep your hands right out in front of you, but if you have the shoulder flexibility, lean back. And as you come down, you can bring your hands straight out in front of you and just alternate one knee up and one knee down, or you can try to grab that leg. So we're going to lift that right leg up, pull the shoulders back, then bring those arms up, interlace your fingers, push back, exhale and come in. You can lift that leg in front or grab the knee and pull it up, stretching those glutes. Stay there, put it back down, push out through the wrists, lift up. And one more time, you can just bring that right leg halfway or grab it, pull it up and hold it there. And once again, inhale, exhale and come over to your left side and lift that left leg up, focusing on your balance. Now we're going to bring those hands back in prayer, and we're just going to bend that right knee and start to engage those glutes. So you're going to push back and pull back in. Just a gentle push back through the heel so you'll feel those glutes engage. Now, if you feel you can, you're going to continue pushing back and just hinge forward in a modified Virabhadrasana 3. So we're going to reverse the order. We're going to step back in Virabhadrasana 2. Bring the arms straight out from the shoulders here. And then airplane the arms around and bring the arms up in a V. Look up in the air in Virabhadrasana 1. Now we're going to bend that left leg, swing the arms down, and come back up into that V. Keep that left knee bent and open to the left side of the room. And then we're going to airplane those arms back to center. Bring those hands in prayer. Now this time we're going to bring those arms up. And some of you may need to keep your elbows bent, but if you can, stretch and traction the spine. Come all the way up as far as you can. And once again, bring those hands in prayer. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to take that left leg back and start to bring that head forward and bring your knee in and push back. So you want to focus on the glutes pushing back. And then when you feel you're able, slowly pull forward through the crown of your head and lift that back leg up as high as you can. Stay there, hold strong. And then step on back into Virabhadrasana 1. Open that chest and open to 2. Look straight out over your shoulder. And come back around. Now this time we're going to bring the hands back behind you and get a little shoulder stretch. So we're going to bend the knees, bring the head down towards your knees, bring the arms up and over your shoulders. Some of you may be able to take those arms a little further over. And if that's too much on your shoulders, you can just reach back for the arms, your forearms, and keep those arms back there. Let's release the arms and once again traction the spine. Lift up. We're going to go through that sequence once again. We're going to add on to our Virabhadrasana 3, 2, and 1. So we're going to bring that right heel back and bring it forward once again. Bring it back. Now this time, as you push back, if you choose, you can bring those arms out in front of you as you continue pushing back through the heel. So you can keep your arms together or you can bring the thumbs up in the air. So as you're pushing back into that right heel, you can push up through those thumbs and make it strong. And then when we step back, as you step back, just open that hand back to the right. And here we go. Flatten those hands down towards the floor in Virabhadrasana 2. Hold there. Airplane the arms around. Bring those arms up in a V. In Virabhadrasana 1, look up in the air. And now keep that left knee bent. Hold there and breathe. Turn to the left. Twist all the way around. Airplane those arms back to center. Bring those hands in prayer. And here we go. Traction the spine up. Deep breath. Exhale and come back to center. Slide your left heel up. And start to push back through that left heel. Bring it in. Push it back. Bring it in. Now this time, as you continue on back, you can bring those arms straight out or lift your thumbs in the air. 2 more slow breaths there. Then step back and open to Virabhadrasana 2. Flatten those hands down. Keeping that right knee bent. Hold on to that. 2 more slow breaths there. Now, airplane the arms around. Lift those arms up in a V. Virabhadrasana 1. Hold on. Keep your right knee bent. Twist to your right. All the way around. Hold on to that. Keep your fingers widely splayed. And airplane the arms back to center and in. So our next sequence is going to be an angle sequence. So we're going to slide our right foot back without keeping it on the mat. So you're going to take your right foot back, take it back as far as you feel comfortable. So we're going to keep that left knee bent and just move up and down, sinking down. And we're going to start in a low crescent lunge. So bring the arms out in front. Lift your chest up in the air. Lean back as far as you can. And on the exhale, we're going to twist around to the left. And now we're going to place that right hand down. Look up into your left hand. Revolved extended angle. Now just bring that left arm to the heel of your left foot. And then come back up and open the chest. If you feel you're able to, bring the arm over your ear and reach to the front of your mat. And now you can reach down. If you have a block or something to use, you're going to place that block on the instep of your left foot. Open your right hip. And then open the chest to the right side of the room. Stay here and breathe. Now we're going to swing that right arm down. Take it in a full circle. Come around to extended angle. Parsvakonasana. And now we're going to continue bringing that arm up into reverse warrior. Lift your chest up high. Lift the rib cage in the air. Open that left hand. And now bring the arms behind your back. And we're going to straighten that left leg. Bring the head down into your left knee. Bring the arms up and over the shoulders as you fall forward. Stretching the front of your chest. And now we're going to come back up, lift the arms in the air, and we're going to step those feet together. And you can move your block over to the other side, palms in prayer. And we're going to perform that same sequence on this side. So we're going to slide our left leg back as far as we feel comfortable. Bending that right knee, feel stable on just the ball and the heel of your right foot and the ball of your left foot. Arms come up. Sinking down into a crescent lunge. Looking up in the air, lifting the chest. Now as you exhale, come around into that twist. And we're going to start to bring that left hand down to the mat in a revolved extended angle. So first, reach up with your right arm. Hold it there. Then bring that right arm to your heel. Come back up, lift your chest up high. And then if you can, bring your right arm over your ear, pulling forward to the front of your mat. Parvita Parsvakonasana. Now grab your block, place your block on the instep of your left foot, and open to the left side, or the right foot open to the left, and look up into your left hand here. Deep breaths. Lean back into your left shoulder as much as you can. Stay there. And then when you're able, bring that left arm over your ear. Now, slowly come around into reverse warrior. Lifting the right arm up and over your shoulder, lift your chest to the ceiling. And come back up to center. Bring those hands in prayer. And we're going to go through another sequence. Let's take those arms back up in the air. Take a deep breath in. Reach up tall. And we're going to lift that right leg up. And this time we're going to open the hip and just move that hip back and forth. And we're going to step that right leg back and keep both legs out in goddess pose. And we're going to start to tilt side to side. So bring that right elbow to your right hip and then bring your left elbow to the left hip. Slowly coming around. And if you feel more comfortable, come down a little lower, sinking down just a little lower. Once again, this time bring that right elbow down, reach up and look up into your left hand. Turn your right hand facing up. And once again, goddess pose. Drop your left arm down. Look up into your right hand. Now we're going to straighten the legs. Turn your toes to the inside of your mat. And once again, bring the arms back and start to fold down to the mat. Drop the head, bring the arms up. And if you can, up and over the shoulders. Let your head drop as far as you feel comfortable taking it down. Stretching all the way back. Bringing the arms back over the right side of your mat. And now we're going to turn ourselves to the front of our mat. Keep your left hand down. You can use the block for this. We're going to come up into triangle. So open the chest and look up into your right hand. Keeping both legs straight this time. Open the chest as much as you can. Stay there. Then we're going to sweep that right arm down. Lift that right foot off the ground. Turn to the left side of the room and revolved half moon. Opening the chest as much as you can. Twist all the way around. Now start to bring that right hand off the ground. Come back into that standing twist. And airplane those arms around. Samastahiti. Open the left hip. Move that left leg side to side. Step back. And once again in goddess pose. Here we go. And this time we're going to paint the wall. Just come up and down in your goddess pose. Lift and lower. Breathe. And now we're going to shift our right elbow over to our right knee. Straighten the left leg. Come down. And then come over to your left knee. Lift your right foot and come down. Now bring the hands in prayer and see if we can come a little lower to the right knee. And then back center, come to your left. And again, breathe and come to the right. Exhale up, breathe in, exhale down. And now both arms in the air. Lift that chest there. Drop your left hand down and look up into your right hand. Reach all the way back with your right hand. Bring those arms up. And here we go, a little backward bend on the other side. So drop that right hand, reach back with your left. And both arms in the air. Sweep them down. Grab the elbows and try to bring the elbows down to the ground. Stretching as low as you can. Just hang there. Deepen the breaths as you hang. And now turn to the front of your mat. Open the chest to a TT Trikonasana, lifting that left arm up in the air. Open the chest as much as you can. Look up into your left hand. Stay there. Continue your breaths. Hold on to that. 2 more deep breaths. Now on the last exhale, return to the mat. Step forward with your left foot and come back up. Bring the arms up in the air and in prayer. Now at this time, we're going to open that right hip like we did before. And we're going to try to come up the inside of your left calf. And now grab for those elbows and lift them up, stretching those lats. Now interlace your fingers, step down, and bend your right elbow. Look underneath your left shoulder. And if you're able to, push outward to the right, getting a deeper stretch in the lats. Come back to center, hands in prayer. Open that left hip and slide that left leg up the inside of your right calf. Reach for those elbows. Stretch those lats. And now come on down, interlace your fingers, and pull that left elbow down. Pushing out to the left if you can to get a deeper stretch in your lats. And now release those arms. Bring them down to the ground. See if you can reach to your toes or reach to the floor, folding as close to the mat as you can. Shake your head around. Come back up. Slowly bring the arms in the air, standing backward bend. Lift your chest and into prayer. So our last small sequence, we're going to step back with our right foot, and we're going to bring our left arm behind our right shoulder and climb up the back of that right shoulder, and we're going to swing that right arm back and forth like we're pitching a ball. So bending that left leg, let's pitch that ball all the way up and over and grab your left hand from behind, lifting the chest up high. And let's go to the other side, hands in prayer. And now step back with that left foot, bring that left arm or right arm back to the left shoulder and start to swing that left arm forward and back, just like you're pitching a ball. Reach forward and up and over that left shoulder now. Look up in the air, lean back. Stay there and breathe. Now, as you release the arms, we're going to come back to the front of our mat. And that concludes our program for today. Namaste. Until next time, please continue joining us each week for Yoga with Cynthia. We're going to stand here in a quiet meditation with our eyes closed and our arms by our side. Feel free to join us.